Zip ties, yeah. It's just bad.
Oh, you want more of them?
No, it's one. Don't do it again, please. Okay. I don't know where to start. I've got to say, I'm a huge fan of the E46 M3, one of my all-time favorite sports cars. And I had an E92 M3, but in reality, I was actually searching for one of these. Found an E92 for about the same money and fell in love because I love E92s as well. But I've still been chasing the goal, and somebody decided to realize my goal and found something really, really cheap. And he goes, this is going to be the next project car. So I'm like really, really curious. And so I came into the shop and this is what I found. We got a lot of parts with it too.
It's not beautiful. It will be beautiful.
Why do you keep buying red cars with no paint?
It's sat outside of it.
There's a tree in the car.
Okay. There's no animals.
Again, why always red cars with no paint? I mean, that roof is disgusting. This bumper literally has no paint on it. It's just nothing. Let's take a look at, I mean, this is bad. This might arguably be worse than the Ferrari.
It's up there.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
neglect.
panels are not in place, bumpers falling off. Look at that. Look at that side skirt. It's literally hanging by a thread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of threads,
I did this so we could get it moved around.
Yeah. Zip ties. Yeah. Yep. Zip ties. Zip ties. The industry's leading thread thing holder. Yeah. So this is great.
Look at it. Oh, you want more of them?
No, it's one. Don't do it again, please. Okay.
Now I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Okay. I'm at a loss of words because I don't know where to start. Can you give it back?
No.
Okay, the reality of this situation is he's actually bought this like 4 or 5 months ago.
The day after the Ferrari?
The day after the Ferrari. He has a penchant for buying red things that are just
ugly.
Absolutely ugly in the short. But here's what's really cool about this car. What is the color?
Japan red individual.
That's an individual color. This is like one of very, very few. One of two, one of three.
Dozen, I think.
Huh? A dozen?
Dozen.
So one of 12. Japan red.
$5,000 option.
Yep.
A lady bought it brand new in Orlando, right here in Orlando. She drove it till 5 years ago and had a back surgery, couldn't get down low enough to get in the car anymore. Paid somebody to park it inside. They lied to her and it sat outside. So here's where the condition goes. She did tell me, yeah, I paid an extra $5,000 to pull it off the assembly line and put it on another assembly line.
Which would be for the
just for the color. And I said, oh, I'm fully aware of what that means. And she was very excited to tell me that multiple times and take my money. So she just said, I hope it goes to a good home. And we told her we will resurrect it and make it right again. So
the interesting thing is somebody found this car sitting at a garage sale. Not that the car was part of the garage sale, but that somebody noticed it. It was a friend of ours sitting, in the back of someone's driveway and said, hey, I've got one of those too. And she's like, well, it's for sale, which was really cool. Do you want to reveal what you paid for the car?
$6,500.
So it's not that bad.
Sorry, we're a functional shop too.
Yeah.
On another M3 and another E46 M3. We do a lot of M cars.
So $6,500 isn't bad for a car like this because these are regularly going for over $20,000 nowadays. E46 has become such an extremely hot car. And so in this kind of condition, it won't go for $20,000. But the goal is, this is a 97,000 mile car. It has a minor on the Carfax, which is, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
She rear-ended somebody.
She rear-ended something.
It had no damage. And then she went to drive home and the bumper fell off and it dragged it.
That's the minor. The goal of this restoration is to be as OEM as possible, to make it as clean as possible. Let's take a look around the car. Let's take a look around the exterior, then we're going to jump in the interior and we'll see all of the imperfections this car currently has. You've bought some stuff already, haven't you?
I planned ahead.
Okay. Fender liners for the front. Once that rear front bumper was destroyed effectively, fender liners went with it. These are the factory eyelid
Under.
headlight trims, and we've got
It's broken
new
off.
ones.
That end is missing. There's
We've
a
got new ones here.
bit longer. Rubber seals for the front headlights.
Headlight lenses.
Because they are
A pair.
opaque. Headlight seals.
Yep.
To make them all brand new. Brackets.
Brackets
to
for
hold the side of the bumper.
Okay.
Align the bumper because it was ripped off.
Okay. So basically, the front end of the car, which is effectively the most damaged.
I just started with that.
Yeah, he started with all that stuff, and the trunk. Oh, hello, black ice.
The best.
Can't restore a car without black ice.
Nope.
You can't.
As we found
No
with our
restoration.
360.
Yes, no restoration's complete without these. Will we hit the jackpot? Will we hit? Wow,
Break the strap.
they're all there. I didn't break the strap.
Oh, we're missing the screwdriver. Oh, no, we're not.
No, it's
oh, it's
right
in the wrong spot.
Almost everything is there. Anybody has ever bought a used BMW, this is either completely empty or half empty,
Oh.
or has been salvaged for parts on eBay. It's one of those 5 or 4, however many I just mentioned.
We
What's
even
going
have
on?
the tire.
Wow,
inflator kit.
yeah. Take a look at that.
The foam is still there. Yeah, it's got everything. There's the books. Factory books.
Just based off of this,
Subframe looks
it's
okay.
probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little old lady. I'm pretty sure it is. It wasn't beat or tracked or aftermarket suspension or anything like
True.
that breaks them.
Is that usually what causes this?
Stiffening things up. It finds the next weak point.
Okay. So if you're not familiar with E46s, that's an issue literally where you can pop the trunk open, take out some of this liner, and you will see bits and pieces of the car separating. Like there's a hole, and you can see through that hole down to the floor. It's not safe. It's pretty dangerous. There is a fix for it. There are kits that people make, plates. Yep. So you can buy a kit and fix all that, but it's just not something you want to do to begin with, especially if you're new to these cars and they are not cheap to fix. But parts are fairly plenty. There is a lot of cracked and peeling clear coat. You've got a lot of effort to put into having this repainted and all that. It's going to cost a lot of money. Elbow grip, yeah, sure. For example, the clear coat may arguably be worse on this car than it was on the Ferrari.
Lightweight.
It's lightweight. This is an LTW. That's what's happening here. This is an M3 E46, but it's an LTW. It's one of one.
Matte.
So nobody's ever seen this car before. There's literally no paint on the bumper. The spoiler, the trunk is pretty much shot as well. It's starting to fade, which is really weird because the trunk has more paint than the bumper. That I don't
Plastic versus
understand.
metal.
Huh?
Metal, plastic.
The roof has got the same problem. It's just completely peeled away, basically down to the primer over here.
All the way through the paint, all the way through the color,
Completely
yeah.
through the paint, everything. This trim is lifting, so this has to get resealed. So as you can see, it's all coming apart over here. Damage, more damage here. Mirror, completely shot. Now we talked about the individual Japan red, but why does it also say Fuller Hellrot? It's hell red?
Hellrot is the base color.
Ah.
Hellrot is another. That's
This
an
is-
E36 color.
This is a Hellcat before a Hellcat even existed. You can see this is completely cracked, and that's from a mild impact, and the owner of the car thought she had no damage, but obviously she did because this fell off, and that's cracked. Oh, it's cracked here too. It's in 2
Yeah,
places.
it's whack.
3 places. Wow.
Just shattered it.
Completely shattered it.
Rather than bend it, they shatter. Yeah.
That's crazy. So fortunately, unlike the Ferrari, which as you can see is not here, we did find a replacement part for this. We're still looking for one on the Ferrari, and we think we did. And hopefully it all gets installed within the next couple of weeks. It was literally a fingertip.
Yeah, it needs struts.
It's never a good idea to have tires that were from 2015, 39th week of 2015. That's how old these tires
And
are.
sitting outside for
Sitting
them.
outside, rotting away. They barely. How are they holding air?
I don't know. They weren't flat when I went to pick it up either.
That's basically it for the exterior. There's more paint missing and clear coat and all that stuff just missing. Hey, I ripped that.
You can keep
It's
it.
my prize.
So strangely enough, with all of the cosmetics, the only light on is low coolant. I figured it's at 5 years, no big deal. We'll put some coolant in it. Still said low coolant. All right, maybe it's the sensor's bad. Put some more. Nope, still full. Look down in there, and the wires are actually chewed or broken off. So simple fix. We'll put a new end on it, plug it in. We should have a good clean dash after that. Funny to find that's the only thing wrong with it.
Have you driven it at all?
I've driven it 0.8 miles, but
I'm curious how like the SMG pump is.
it worked. Shifts.
shifts.
It went into each gear. I just went up and down the road. I guess 0.4 because
Yeah.
it's 0.8. And it shifted. So
Wow.
for how long, I don't know. But for right now, I think she did tell me she's put a pump in it once. So that would be a godsend and a big money savings.
That's probably why it didn't stand out, is because the engine bay is not that bad.
It's a little corroded just from sitting.
That's
but
just normal stuff. Yeah, it's
all I've done so far.
20-year-old BMW. I thought the 360 interior was pretty bad. At least that had decent seats. This is worse. This seat is completely chewed through. These are usually glued, and yeah, that's ripped. Right. This is all worn down. Oh, this has Harman Kardon, which is really nice. Steering wheel is not so bad, actually. The center console over here is starting to bubble up and peel. For such a long time, Florida weather is extremely hot. This is like a fishbowl in here. I don't even think these windows are tinted. For the most part, this actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Did I just break this? No. Yes, it's broken. This is broken. I don't think that's working. Yep. Oh, this is definitely broken. And handbrake works. SMG. We're not going to convert it for people asking, because most likely we're going to restore it and sell it. We just don't see the need to convert this car, to be honest with you. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. This seat's okay. There's a scratch here, some mild imperfections here and there, but all this bolster wear, really, this is nothing that, you know, our upholsterer can't fix. Something new here. This shouldn't be like this. It's completely loose. I guess it's, as Curtis said, it's off the track. Honestly, though, you know, you've got wear in here, your touch points, which is again very common, just like a steering wheel. For the most part, yeah, not too bad in here. Let's take a look at the rear seats. So there's all sorts of crevices in here. I guess there may have been a car seat or something back here. She must have been keeping stuff back here. And oh, more broken stuff. I don't know what this is. Oh, this would be the lid that would cover the ashtray, and it's not here. It's not on the floor anywhere, so we've got a missing ashtray, broken pieces, more peeling trim. So this is all coming apart. There's a lot of work to be done. I think least of it back here, but this car is quite a heap, mostly externally. I'm actually impressed that the car runs and mechanically it only has like one light. It's quite a miracle that the transmission shifts, you know, because SMG pumps are known to fail on these. This is the second generation SMG car, which was the worst. What else? I don't know what's he gonna do. Hey Curtis, what's your plan? Like what's the next thing you're gonna do on this car?
Make the bumper fit.
Right?
I think.
After that, headlights.
Burn out.
So the next time you guys see this car, it's gonna look a little bit better. We're gonna get that bumper mounted on. We're gonna get rid of everything that was broken, all the broken clips off the old bumper. We're gonna have the headlights done. They're gonna look a lot cleaner. We're going to hopefully get that side skirt not hanging within an inch of its life. The interior and the paint is probably gonna come last. We'll maybe try and get that hole repaired in that front seat. But otherwise, we're gonna take it as things come along. We're gonna try to take it for a drive and register it and everything in this condition, and hopefully nothing falls off. And also tires, because we cannot drive on these tires. They will definitely separate if we go anywhere past 30, because again, it's a 9-10-year-old tire. And that's that. If you want to see this car fully finished, please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. So, God damn it! At all. For sale, never abused. E46 M3 in Station.
What is that?
20-year-old tire.